Hello and welcome. J76NY here, starting a new series playing as the Americans on Killerfish's War on the Sea. I'm dedicating this series to the historian and author James D. Hornfisher, who, if you're watching this, you probably have already heard has passed away. Mr. Hornfisher was one of the best historical writers out there, hands down. He authored such books as Last Stand of the Tin Can Sailors, Ship of Ghosts, among others, Fleet at Flood Tide, and particular to this game, Neptune's Inferno, which focused on the naval aspect of the Battle of Guadalcanal. He had the ability to really pull the reader into the battle and make it personal, and that is something that a lot of the historical authors out there, it's a skill they don't have. I've read some books that have just been, although interesting, quite frankly, not exactly page turners. I would put Hornfisher in the same category as Rick Atkinson, who wrote An Army at Dawn, which is the first book of the Liberation Trilogy, which focuses on, the Africa campaign, the Italy campaign, and the European campaign. Ian W. Toll wrote Pacific Crucible. They're all good, but Hornfisher's loss, it was a real blow to the historical community in terms of losing a great author. And I know I will miss not having any more books from him. He was just a great, great author. Anyway, like I said, I'm going to be playing the American campaign dedicated to Mr. Hornfisher, so let's get into it. Operation Watchtower. The attack on Pearl Harbor. This is the prelude. Since 1937, Japan and China has been engaged in a protracted conflict of the Second Sino-Japanese War. America, along with other Western nations, including Britain and Australia, embargo the sale of oil, steel, and iron ore to Japan in an attempt to stem further expansion. Japan plans occupation of the Dutch East Indies and Malaysia as further sources of natural resources, and on December 7, 1941, launches a multi-pronged offensive throughout the Pacific. The goal is to quickly secure Japanese interests, set up a defensive perimeter, and then negotiate peace with Americans from this position of strength. And on December 7th, they attacked Pearl Harbor, which took the Americans by surprise and really did a number on the battleship fleet. May 4th through 8th, 1942. In order to expand the southern perimeter of the Empire of Japan, undertakes Operation Mo, the invasion of Port Moresby in New Guinea, as well as Tulagi in the Solomon Islands. The ensuing naval battle, the first carried out by carrier aircraft only, ultimately turns back the Port Moresby invasion. A light carrier, a destroyer, and several smaller vessels are lost by the Japanese. Allied forces suffer significant losses with the sinking of the fleet carrier Lexington, a destroyer, and an oiler. Yorktown, the other U.S. fleet carrier participating, is damaged and hastily returns to Hawaii for repairs. June 4th through 7th, 1942. Basically the Midway invasion. Battle of Midway, which was a lot of people think the decisive turning point of the war, where Japan started to really backpedal, and the Americans pushed and got us to where we are now. Operation Watchtower, August 7th, 1942. Intelligence reports indicate enemy troops have landed on Guadalcanal and begun construction of an airfield. Once finished, long-range bombers will be free to attack Allied supply lines between America and Australia and provide air cover for the Imperial Japanese Navy to operate further south. Using New Hebrides as a forward base, your orders are to take back Guadalcanal, build a major airfield, level 5, and clear the neighboring islands of any hostile forces. My objectives in this are, like I said, build a level 5 airfield on Guadalcanal, take control of Guadalcanal, the Florida Islands, maintain control of Port Moresby, Milne Bay, Rennell Island, the Santa Cruz Islands, and Malaita. So, with that, we get into the Battle of Guadalcanal. Now, it's going to be a little different than the first time I played through as the Americans. I focused mostly on air cover, mostly because I could, because you could afford both the carriers right off the bat. They didn't have a lot of escorts, but they didn't need them because nothing could get near you. I've played through as the Japanese. Having bases here really help, but the carriers increase cost really changed the game, changed the dynamics of the game, made it a little more challenging, and a little more fun, actually. Now, this is the first time I've been playing with Cooktown available. So I'm thinking 200 command points available. $80 for both of them. 120 for the carriers. So basically, if I get a carrier force, that's going to be it for now until I start sinking ships. I don't know if I want to do that, or maybe a heavy cruiser force first. I think my first objective is going to be to secure off north of Guadalcanal, make sure nothing can come through, because once they start building air bases of their own up here, it gets a lot harder. Alright. But what I can do right now is launch some patrols. Kind of see where we are. Wildcats don't have quite the range the Zeros do. What we do have, however, down here are some B-17s that do have range. So we'll just send them up there like that. I guess I could go cheap and start out with some subs, but I don't know if I really want to do that this time. I'm not going to go with all 8 for these guys. Just split them off into groups of 2. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. And a group of 6. And some B-17s out of Cooktown. Which will probably find nothing, but away they go. Kind of wondering if anyone watching's ever actually made it to the Baltimore class. Cleveland's are awesome for air defense. And I'm kind of particular to the Little Rock myself. Live in Western New York, and Buffalo Naval Park has the Little Rock, the Sullivans, which is a Fletcher, and the Croker, which is also in this game. And 72, 82. Trying to think if I want to add another heavy to that. I think we'll just stick with this for now. Call this Surface Action Group 1. Alright, we're going to send you right into harm's way. Cambers and Gatos both. What's our differences here? 24 torpedoes. 24 torpedoes. It's going to be something I'm going to have to get used to. Playing as a Japanese, didn't have to worry about the duds that the Americans had. So 30, I got 118 left. We'll go with 3 Tambers for now. And I'm not going to split them up until they get up into the area of operation. backwards time a little bit. See if our little scouts can find anything. And they did. 3 destroyers. I don't think there's much I can do about it from here. 559. And maybe if they come down this way. The joy of rockets. I missed rockets. And they're within range. Oh, they're coming closer. Now they are in. Very nice. Very nice. Get up there. Alright. First encounter of the war. Or the battle. I'm debating on whether or not I want to try and do this technically the right way and not clicking right on the ships to get a nice close-up view so I can identify them. But I don't know if I have the patience for that, so there they are over there. Surprised they didn't actually put me right on top of them. Can't really see them, but you know they're there. And having these guys engage them first with the hour of cooldown that they get in between attacks might be beneficial to the B-17s coming in. Still a little too far away to really identify whether or not they're, you know, the crappy little Mogamis or something a little more powerful. I don't think they're Mogamis, but pull a run off on number 3 back here. Sounds like the mailman's here. You are released to attack. Now, if I can get these guys out of here without getting shot down, that would be fantastic, because then I could use them again. but unlike carrier aircraft, they get replenished on a daily basis, so I hate to say it, but their lives are a little less valuable than carrier pilots. I got some decent hits on now. Trying to save as many of them as I can, pull them out. And then the stream dropped. So we don't get to see the first kill of the war, but it was pretty satisfying. Not sure if we're back or not. So we'll find out. We sunk our first ship. I'm not even sure if the stream dropped or what, but from what I was seeing, it was gone. I guess we don't have to sit here and look at the water anymore. So we got our first kill of the war and didn't lose one airplane. Alright, you can return to base. You can hear and see everything okay. Put something down there in the chat. See if the B-17s can find them. Oh, apparently not. Well, that sucks. Now let's get them with the fighters. Alright, Wildcats, do your thing. That's nice. That's a nice shot right there. find anybody. Or if you can go up above the clouds. And we'll just leave. Uh-oh, Surface Action Group 1. Nothing on the map, so looks like we got our first sub attack. I gotta turn off the fire at will. I personally don't like it. I like to be able to control my ships a little more than just shooting at whoever happens to be closest. So, alright, let's see what we have. Torpedoes in the water. Oh god, they're way back there. That's not good. Lord, dogs. Wow, that didn't work out very good. It must have been right on top of me. That is a hell of a lot of damage. Bring you in. Yeah, there we go. Fletcher, you're going to target the same. Slow down. Bradford, you're barely moving as it is. Speed up a little bit. Gotta catch him. Maybe start turning in the right direction. Not sure if the Pensacola is going to make it. Heavy damage to the engine control. engine compartment. Alright. Why are you turning the other way? Well, maybe up to the Fletcher. Contact lost. That sucks. There we go. Might have to hit her from the beam side. I don't think I'm going to get turned around easy enough for a run down the length of her. Maybe we'll be able to pull it off. I'm going to send this Cleveland somewhere else. Well, when at least the Pensacola wasn't far out from port. So she has to go back and repair, then it shouldn't be too timely a process to get back, at least. I'm going to race her up right close and drop my speed. Swing my stern right over her and let loose. I think I might be a little too far out. We lost the contact. We're running neck and neck, so I want to pull ahead a little bit. One more spread should do it. maybe we'll just keep launching spread after spread after spread. Alright, you're gonna pull away Fletcher, Radford, you're gonna move in. She's holding steady, so I'm assuming I didn't damage her. 262. Oh. Boston Fletcher's baffles. Give her some pings for a little bit. Radford. That'd be fairly irritating if I lost him. Damage control seems to be doing a decent job. I don't think there's any in this rudder or the propulsion system. Assuming they're probably somewhere in this area up here. See what we can pick up on passive. That's when we may have to call to a close fairly quickly. I think we're going to find them. Unless, of course, I cheat and start looking around under the water. Not seeing anything. Except for my burning Pensacola. She took a pounding. Have to do some counter flooding to, well, that's might not work. Bit of a list is better than not being able to move, I'd say. We got our fires under control. 19% speed, 20% turn. It's not looking too good. Let's get out of here. No damage. Yeah. Alright. Well, once the repairs are done on the Pensacola, getting out of here. Seven knots, wow. You're definitely going back. James Hornfisher was an author. He wrote a lot of naval histories. One of them's called Neptune's Inferno. It's specifically about the naval aspects of the Battle of Guadalcanal. He passed away, I want to say maybe a month and a half ago. He was a fairly young guy, about maybe in his mid-50s. He had cancer. Yeah, I know THG, he's spoken of him quite often. I know he was very fond of him, and it's understandable. The guy's a great author. Yeah, I've read Last Stand of the Tin Can Sailors, Ship of Ghosts, and um, Neptune's Inferno's been on my shelf for a little bit. It's next up in my list. No, he's nonfiction. Military history, nothing at all boring about the way he writes either. He'll put you right there, right on the ships, right next to the people who fought. I guess we can get out of here now. Well, in 170 seconds. All right. So, Pensacola. You're gonna split off. And head home. And to replace Pensacola, Yeah, I've never read anything about the Indianapolis, but I can imagine that it's a quite an interesting topic. All right, Salt Lake City, you can go join Surface Action Group 1. Yeah, there's definitely some things of the Indianapolis story that you couldn't have made up if you tried. Well, so far so good for uh-oh. That's not good. I spoke too soon. Whoops. Well, we know we're going to get attacked by a sub. Unfortunately, I can only go 7 knots, so I just got it started. So far, I've hit a destroyer group with flight of rockets, sunk one of them. Got hit by a sub, my surface action group. Pensacola took quite a bit of damage, and she's about to face probably the same sub. So far even, if I were to say it. I'm just going to start maneuvering right away. Run away, all the 7 knots. And there they are. Wow, look at that, I happen to be turning right into them. And maybe they'll veer off. Oh yeah, this isn't going to be good. Yeah, see the problem is the last encounter with the sub, I took a lot of damage and I've got a 20% turn. I guess I could hope for duds, but and we might get lucky. We might get lucky. Oh, come on, nope. Well, we might only get hit by 1. And I think we're dead in the water. Yeah. %0 speed. There's nothing I can do. My ship is completely done. Heavy damage, heavy flooding. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. At least I'm so close to New Hebrides. I've never actually seen them fire a second salvo, but they've been updating this game on a fairly regular basis, so No, not hiding my arm. How was school today, Chris? Good. My son just got home from school. Say hi. Oh. No. She's 0. He's dead. Dead in the water. And that looks like there's the sub. I wonder if I could shoot, just take pot shots at the guy. He's coming closer. Yeah. Oh well. Maybe next time, buddy. Alright, Pensacola, get the hell out of there while you still can on the strategic map. Really ought to get some patrols up. Too dark. Oh. Well, eventually the sub's got to run out of ammo. Well, I keep doing that. Alright, well, let's jump in. Split everyone up. Turn that off. And see what we can do. Yeah, probably one more encounter. If she gets hit by the same sub again, one more torpedo is going to do it. What do we see in here? Torpedoes in the water. Fletcher, you're gonna pull right. Columbia, you're probably gonna get hit. Bradford. Alright, slow down. Rudder amidship. Hit. 2 hits. Oh, there's butchering me with these subs this time. Yeah, I don't have a lot of hope for a high dud rate with the Japanese. Something I enjoyed when I was the Japanese, actually hitting what I was shooting at. Taking out 2 destroyers with 1 salvo of 6. you're gonna cut your speed. Bradford, turn in a little more. Then cut your speed. See what we can pick up. How we doing, Columbia? Let's get those fires under control first, and we can worry about the flooding. This is a Sea State 5, I believe, so chances of us picking them up are fairly low. They definitely changed the dynamics of the torpedoes in this game. Doesn't look like you're doing a very good job with this fires there, damage control. I don't think we're going to find him in this one. I'd be real surprised. One more fire to put out, and then we can get her underway. Definitely not going to find them in this. Kind of like to know how they got subs in there so quick. Seems like, see, my subs are here. Their subs would have had to come from all the way up there. Unless they were already there. Who can say? Maybe they were lurking. Jesus. Well, you're going back too. I'm gonna waste all my command points on replacements for these guys. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna pull out some destroyers. One Farragut. 2 Fletchers. We gotta hunt that sub down. Get rid of them. And I'll call him Hunter 1. Alright, Columbia's heading back. Salt Lake City should be heading back. Nope, heading out. Pensacola's heading back. So where is Surface Action Group 1? No, there they are. Alright, so we're going to merge these 2 groups. Add a heavy cruiser to it. Task Force 6. Rename you Surface Action Group 1. And send you on your merry way. Whoops. Alright, I'm going to take a 5-minute break, and once I get back in, I'm going to get some air patrols up. So I'll see you in 5 minutes. Whoops. Well, we're back. Alright, let's get some air patrols up. Oh, I guess not. Forgot it's nighttime. 2.5 hours. I think what I'm going to do is play through the night till 5 and then call the stream to a close. Your operations available. Get some patrols up. Alright, and the last one I think I'm just going to set. Oh, I still got 2 more. Alright. Last one I'm going to just set a patrol pattern around the group. Alright, let's see what we can find. There's the first merchant convoy. 6 merchants, 2 heavy cruisers, 2 destroyers. Just out of range. Didn't really want to do that with torpedoes, but they're out of range too, so. I think that's the other 2 destroyers from the group I attacked yesterday. I think we're fairly outgunned here. Actually within range. Barely, but nonetheless. Let's see, split them off, groups of 3, and then 1 group of 2. They're behind us this time. Speed up time a little bit. You'll start your attack run, so that would leave this group still moving into position. Speed things up a little bit. I heard they did something about the lethality of these cargo ships. I kind of hope so, because nothing like losing 24 craft in an unescorted convoy. Oh. Yeah, see, I got so used to playing as the Japanese. I'm thinking these are torpedoes. Whoops. Well, it's a little late now. We got some hits. I believe he's not maneuvering. The only one that's not maneuvering. Oh, that was less than the desired effect. Where are you going? So we got 2 hits on number 9, 1 hit on number 10, 2 hits on, well, 1 hit and a dud. Can't believe I did that. I've been playing a campaign as the Japanese, and the long-range bombers don't have anything but torpedoes, so I was thinking I was launching torpedoes the whole time. In a way, I'm kind of impressed with how many of them made it out. don't think we lost, or we're gonna take any of these out. Maybe this guy. I do hear some secondaries. Unless that was my plane getting shot down. Well, you never know, he's getting worse. Oh, you got him. Number 9 sinking. Send you home. Wasn't exactly a successful mission, but yeah, I saw that. I know a couple ships in the invasion of Africa, Operation Torch, they burned for quite a while before they went down. Yeah, I'd say. But I don't imagine anyone would sit there for 4 or 5 hours watching a ship sink. There is something satisfying about it, though. Alright, I'm going to start splitting these guys off, sending them into their own little areas. Alright, Timber. Come up like this. Alright. Now we got some zeros over here chasing my B-17s. Alright. Send out a patrol, see if we can't find the convoy. Right. Looks like that sub got away too. Have the Salt Lake City get some patrols up. So right now, that's really the only thing we've got that can come in on that convoy. Tautog split from the group. Head out. That. Planes don't want to go anywhere, apparently. There we go. I don't have anything within range. Surface Action Group 1, that's you. Really could use a carrier right now. Columbia. You are released. Pensacola move in. Kind of a haphazard search pattern here, but four B-17s. No way they're gonna make it out there. Maybe I should send them after the destroyers that were up there. Kind of dreading the surface action here. 2 heavy cruisers, a light cruiser, 2 destroyers. Against 1 heavy, 1 light, 2 destroyers. I don't know if this is really going to be a good idea. refresher, you are the only one without updated orders. Gotta come in. Kind of just patrol around this area. See what we get back for points once we release Pensacola. $90. Still not enough. But I'm gonna need to do something here. What am I doing? $22 for a county. Decent cone of coverage. Yards. All right, this is going to have to be really. Oh, I see. All right. $22.44 gives me 40. Oh, 50. Now we got to go with some Clevelands just for the air cover. That's not going to work. Go with the Brooklyn 78. That gives me 12. I can get a Fletcher. Or 2 Farragut's. And we'll go with the 2 Farragut's with this one. Dewey and Hall, you're up to bat. This is going to be surface action group 2. And we're swapping to and you two. And now we are flat ass broke. There we go. I would feel a lot more comfortable having Surface Action Group 2 go up against that convoy than 1. But you go to war with the weapons you have. Right? I think I'm going to save this and call the stream to a close for now. Might pick it up a little bit later. But I've got to take my childlings to Taekwondo in a little bit, so I want to get some food in my stomach before I do that. Hunt Home 28, thank you very much for following me, watching along today. If that's how you say your name. Did I get it right? Was I even close? Alright, let's get this game saved. I might pick it up a little bit later, but it won't be a long stream. Oh, what do we... USA Live 1. Alright, guys, thank you very much for watching. That's going to do it for the first episode of our War on the Sea series as the Americans. I did take this from live stream off of Twitch, which I did earlier in the day. So if you want to head on over there, J76NY is the name over there as well. Feel free to follow, subscribe. I think you have to pay to subscribe. If you want to pay, I'll take your money. But thanks for watching. I'm going to be working on this series in addition to the Crusader Kings one that I'm playing too, and some other things. So once again, J76NY, thank you for watching. Have a nice day and stay safe.